NuMainstream.
Yeah. What's good, NuMainstream? This is NuMainstream Talks. I'm your host, Kyron Scott. We got some dope North Carolina legends, underground legends in the building. Without further ado, want to introduce the world. If you don't know, you about to know. You should know. ILLPO's in the building, yo, with Kev Chaos.
What's good, brother?
Word.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
We're working on our 803 Fresh summer. You know what I'm saying? I want a summer like 803 Fresh. Boots on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. So they got a new project that's about to come out. Thelonious Papers. Let's just dive right into it. What it all evolved from. How do you feel about this album compared to your post work or your past work?
Yeah, ironically, I feel like I said this story a few minutes ago, but
we having deja vu.
Yeah, I'm having deja vu. I have a deja vu. We were asked a question like a couple nights ago in an interview that we had of what's your favorite project? And one of the things I stated is, of all the albums that we've done, my favorite project is always the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, in this time and period, it's Thelonious Papers. Thelonious Papers came about because Wagyu was.
Right.
So we started working on this album during the process as we was finishing up the Brisket tape. So, So what we got right now is Thelonious Papers. Kev Chaos gave it the name. And he actually shared the name the same time he shared the cover art. So it was kind of hard to say no. He kind of forced, voluntold us that this was going to be the album. And there we go. Here we
definitely.
are.
Yeah.
It definitely was something that wasn't necessarily planned, but again, as we kind of get closer to wrapping up Wagyu, it's some joints on there that we still got that ain't find a place on Wagyu. So it's like, what can come of this? Boom. You got Thelonious. We just kind of filled out the project nicely, around those joints.
Yeah.
And again, we kind of find ourselves in a similar situation now, some joints that make Thelonious. So we'll see what happens, with those. But yeah, definitely off the heels of Wagyu, this one feel like it's a different tone, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely the next evolution. And I think what our sound is about to be in, whatever Kev keep, putting out there for us.
You said something about tone. How would you describe the feeling of this project as an artist and as a fan?
I think Wagyu was Wagyu was personal. I think this one gets even more personal.
Okay.
You could tell by some of the records and some of the themes and the kind of the subtle substance that we have in those particular records. We're talking about a lot of things that we've been through, a lot of historic moments, a lot of things you probably didn't know about us. And we touch on those things, with the Thelonious name, what I'm saying? Kev does a great job of turning a lot of jazz infused joints into some fire hip hop.
Yeah.
Right. And Thelonious Monk is from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He's from Eastern North Carolina. He also left a kind of like a legend or a prescription for artists, and some do's and don'ts for artists, especially jazz musicians.
Okay.
And those are called the Thelonious Papers also.
Okay.
So you can do your research and you can find those online and things of that nature. But yeah, so we got the Thelonious Papers about to hit the streets in a couple weeks.
We didn't send y'all the music, did we?
No, not yet.
I thought Jay sent y'all the email. We're working on it.
We're working on it. Hey, whenever it's ready, just send it to me.
Okay,
it's on.
It's on the way.
It's on the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? There's just like looking into like artists' perspectives. It's always about evolution and evolving. So how do you feel as an artist? How do you feel like you evolve?
I think personally, again, it's because the stories that you typically hear from us ain't like fabricated.
Yeah.
It's really just about living, so
yeah,
that's kind of why you have time in between projects. If you kind of look back in our catalog and you see it's consistent heat, but no two projects sound the same. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
everything sounds different, and that speaks to the growth that happens between one album and the next, and that's really just the life that's happening, you know, in Jay's world, the life that's happening in my world, the life that is happening and whatever producer that we're working with, because that's going to again paint the landscape. That's going to you know be the backdrop for the landscape that we paint. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff have to line up. Then we just gotta line it up with B Staples and actually get in there to paint all this and create all this.
Shout out to B Staples.
And the life he got going on is going to dictate how much razzle dazzle he going to put on our shit. You know what I mean? Because he might be minimal with the razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? And then other times he might be, this might be a surplus of razzle dazzle. So, that's just what we deal with.
Shout out to First Up in the building. What's up, First Up?
First Up, talking about the drop store closed. The drop store open.
Yeah, shout out to First Up, one of the dopest engineers and producers, man.
In my opinion.
Laced a lot of historic hip hop out of Livewire Studios. Man.
I was talking to big shouts to Trav G and from the Rec Show. They run a underground hip hop show out of Boise, Idaho, which is crazy, right? And they're huge supporters of us. And he hit me one day. He was like, "Yo, I just wanted to hit you." He's like, "I want to tell you, we get a surplus of music all the time, and one of the things that makes y'all stand out is y'all sound quality." He's like, "What's that guy's name again that does y'all?" I said, "B Staples." I said, "B Staples, First Up." He's like, "Yeah, that's his name." He said, "Bro, we get some fire shit. It just don't be sounding right." He said, "Everything y'all said is just, it stands out in comparison to a lot of underground music that people tend to send to the DJ. So salute the First Up."
Word up.
Always salute the First Up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. So Kev. How was it looking at the evolution from Wagyu Brisket here as a producer?
I think with Wagyu, we were throwing darts.
Okay.
We were trying to figure out what the sound was going to be like, how it was going to go. So it was just a lot of different beats. And I want to say with Wagyu, we probably recorded about 20 songs, maybe. And it maybe when we got to song 12 to 13, it was like, we need to figure out what direction this is going. And then we started picking songs and trying to get a sense of order. And then from there, it went to, okay, now we know what direction. Do we need a faster song? Do we need a slower song? Okay. Let's put this in here. And then the rest was now for Thelonious Papers. But with Thelonious Papers, with some of those songs being left over from Wagyu, it's like, okay, now we really need to get some more jazz stuff into it. So we probably recorded maybe like 5 more new songs that had that feel to it. So every song on Thelonious doesn't have a jazz sound. Right. There are a good amount that give you that jazz feel, but there are other songs in there as well that's just gonna give you a hip hop feel, but overall it ties us together. Yeah. So it was a great evolution. I feel like this one now has a purpose, opposed to Wagyu was just born. Yeah. Papers was born within Wagyu. Right. And you hear it in this album, it's more personal. Yeah. It's more talk about the name of the album. You don't hear the name of Wagyu in the album like that, because we had no name. Right. We were just recording songs, but this project has intention. Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
Yeah, brisket is brisket, but it's not like Paul's like working in a meadery or nothing. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's high end.
Hey, yo.
What does that mean?
You're responsible.
Yo.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yo, my man say he used to work in a meadery, B. That's all.
Yo, that's not who your man is. A lot of us up here. I didn't work in a meadery.
Hey.
Wasn't me.
It's a meats. You never. This is what you get with ILLPO. This is what you get with ILLPO, y'all. This is what you get with ILLPO.
No, that's what you get with JB.
Nah, come on, son. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
My bad.
Juvenile bully.
But nah.
Give me shirts. Get the merch up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So song concepts. Was it a lot easier to come up with song concepts since you always had the direction?
They kind of come up with themselves. I think again, some of them will speak to it, just depending on what the beat is. We was talking about this the other day about the fact that, a lot of times we don't be in the same spaces creating. You know, Kev will send the music. You know, we'll kind of work on it separately, and then when we link up, you know, hit the studio, it's like, all right, we kind of match and pair, and 90% of the time, you know, everything just kind of works. It's like, all right, boom, you know, we're on the same wavelength. Couple other times, if it ain't synced up, you know, again, it just might be like, well, I'm gonna lay this verse down, and you know, we can come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you just do that joint, you know, that goes somewhere else. But yeah, it's definitely real free flowing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's been a dope part. And again, it's when the beats is, you know, doing what they're supposed to do. And we've been blessed to work with, you know, a lot of producers. Shout out to all the producers that we, you know, work with over the years. So I feel like we definitely blessed in that department. But yeah, Kevin make that process, you know, real simple. Again, you know, it's not a problem, you know, to get creative when you got somebody that's going to supply you with, you know, a lot of different options and different sound and stuff too. I think that's the one thing about Kevin. All his stuff don't sound the same.
Super dope. The super dope thing about it too is his level of engagement with the process.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It ain't like I'm gonna throw you the beats. Y'all send it to me when y'all send it to me when y'all do it. I want to, when y'all in the stew, 6 Tuesday? Okay, I'm there. So he likes being involved with that particular process. And we also talk about before we record and after we record some things that we may want to hear or may want to see, may want to add, may want to take away. So his level of engagement has been super refreshing because not at all times the producers that you're going to work with are kind of geographically close. Right. You know what I'm saying? You might work with a producer from Seattle or Columbus or New York or whatever, and they really ain't able to get. Even a producer that may live in Wilmington may not be able to physically come to the studio session with you. You know what I'm saying? So that was super refreshing throughout both of these projects.
And when you have people who care about it, again, like you said, you know, when we all there, we've been working with B long enough, you know, he invested in whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? Kev ain't a producer who's just gonna send you the beats, let me know what y'all do with it. Like he wanna come here. And then when the joint is recorded, we're gonna all go back and listen to it. What this need, that need to come out. We need to make this change. What you hear, so that by the time the complete record is done, you know, then everybody feel comfortable with it. Or we don't, and like I said, you know, sometimes it don't work out that way, but we shooting at like a 93% clip right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
shooting what at a 93% clip?
Successful song.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take a 94. 94 is an A. 94. Hey, is this interview sponsored by anybody?
NuMainstream sponsor.
Okay. I was just wondering, y'all ain't mentioned the sponsors. Y'all mentioned the sponsors in the beginning.
So this is what I want to ask you though. I mean, while we're here, because you know, we all in the same community. Yeah. You know, in our experience, especially rolling out albums, you know what I'm saying? I look at how much music, you know, you specifically, you know, put out. How do you, because again, we just dropped this in February. You know, we dropped Waggo in February, we dropped it again this year. How do you kind of balance when you want to do releases? What's overkill? What do you feel like, you know, you might need to pull back or wait to release a project? You know what I'm saying? As an artist that's in this community.
As a solo artist or? Both. I think when I create as a solo artist, I kind of plan everything out in my head like everything's a movie. So I'm just writing different chapters to a movie. So
is it Superman 2 or Man of Steel?
It's like, it's not. It's Batman Begins.
I like that.
It's Batman Begins.
I like that.
So it's like, so when I create as a solo artist, like I come up with a concept, kind of like how y'all did Thelonious Papers. I have a concept in my head, and sometimes I do the cover art first, based on what I'm feeling.
You got that as an option.
Then I'm like, okay.
So you got that as an option.
So I'm like, okay, this is what I'm feeling.
You can draw inspiration right there.
Yeah. So then I do that, and then other times I just ask for certain producers' beats, cats from Minnesota, Wisconsin, California that I know. They just send me beat tapes, and I just go through them. And I just be like, okay, I don't like that, but I do like that. And I just, whenever I record, when I'm about to beat, I send it back to them, but they think it's cool. And I always involve them in the process. So for me, that's how I create. So I'll go like a week and I'll just create like 5 or 6 album covers for projects I think I want to do. And I'll just look at them and be like, all right, that needs to go here, that needs to go here, that needs to go here. So doing that with the band, now with the band, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Because we create all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be some days we just be in the studio chilling and Cirilla put something on and we'll just do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the other band members be there. So they just be like, oh, I want to try this.
Mhm.
I want to do this. And we create like that. So for me, it's balancing both of those has been the hardest thing to do
Mm-hmm.
as an artist per se, but in the community, I think for me, I want my albums and projects to resonate.
Right,
So
right.
I look at dates like, okay, like Savonics, I just dropped Savonics. I was like, okay, it's getting a little cooler outside. People want to go outside. People want to ride. Okay, so I'm going to drop this
Mm-hmm.
August.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do like that. So that's how I look at it.
You
So
feel it when you feel it. And then when you got the arsenal loaded up, then you can move,
I can
you
move.
know, in that direction.
But a lot of times it makes some projects that happens afterwards.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I like that process.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah. So
one house, one stop shop. That's what we call it. One stop shop.
Yeah,
You know
so,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Take care of everything.
Yeah, and I learn from everybody around me. So I learn from y'all.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite albums was Worst Case Scenario. You know what I'm saying? Severance Pack is probably my
We was talking about that
favorite
the other day.
out of the new collection of ILLPO. Yeah, but speaking of that, how would you define y'all's catalog over these years? Like, if you had to describe it.
Robust.
Big nuts. Big nuts.
Robust.
Real big baboon nuts, bro.
Robust big nuts.
Yeah, robust big nuts.
I'm not even gonna repeat that. Y'all heard that.
Nah, repeat that.
Like, no, for real. That's dope though. Okay.
When I think about my catalog, I go back to, you know, our first real release was way back with DJ Stack with a mixtape called The Review, which was a mixture of our songs with industry records. So our songs plugged into like a Clue tape.
Yeah, I got you.
And I think about the growth since then, and you know, doing a few mixtapes and doing our biggest probably mixtape that kind of got us into album mode. We did a mixtape called Red Clay Soldiers, and Red Clay Soldiers was a mixtape that we had, and we had our home. Big shots to Sublime, big shots to the Vinvet app too. He just put the cover was the theme from the Fantastic Four, and that was the Red Clay Soldier. You know, he was red and all that.
With the army hat.
Yeah, with the army hat, with the IP on the hat. And
very good.
That record got us on 102 Jams. That mixtape.
Right.
Big shots to Young G and Sound Machine. They were the first ones to spin a song called Made for Mixtape on 102 Jams. So that started then. We did Grind Harder, which was if I could put that in a capsule and put it in the ground, that was a great time. There was a lot of hand-to-hand. We sold thousands of CDs out the trunk. We after the club. We at the gas stations. You know, people rolling on X pills. There was a lot going on at that time. So, you know, like, it was a lot.
Times,
it was, you know what I'm saying? The Yappas was heavy. It was good times. But, that was a good time. I mean, you got, in order to know where you're going to or where your feet are planted firmly, you got to know where you came from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to know from where you've come from. Ladies' night at the BG's. You know what I'm saying? Ladies' night at Candlelight. You got to know from which you've come in order to know where you're headed. So, but I'll say Big Nuts, man, because, facts. We performed at Atlantis. We done performed at Atlantis before. Like, and then I think once we did a few albums, and I think once we did that Dopamine album with Drugs, then that next album, which was Worst Case Scenario, was our first album that we did with First Up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was the first full-length project that we did with him, and shit, it's been uppity up ever since then. You know what I'm saying? 2 solo projects and a bunch of other dopeness. But I think, you know, Worst Case is one of those. What you said on the joint? What you said on the album? Worst Case may be the what? Something?
The opus.
Yeah, it might be the opus of what we have. But Mercy Rule may be the hardest. Mercy Rule might be the hardest because that was COVID. We dropped Mercy Rule during COVID. And
with B Squared, shout out to B Squared.
Yeah, big shouts to B Squared. And Severance Pack was you know what's crazy? Art imitates life so crazy. The thing about Severance Pack is I was going through a severance package.
Wow.
And then what eventually happened, Booms, what you ended up going through? Did you go
they
through?
laid my ass
Yeah,
off,
you went through. Yo, you ain't go through. You know what I'm saying?
My ass off, nigga.
Yeah. So
It's all right, I got another job.
yeah,
Nigga.
But Severance Pack was crazy too.
Yeah, Severance Pack. We was talking about this the other day, and I was like, Severance Pack it's up there. It's up there for me. And again, I think when we did Worst Case, because of the fact that it was our first time working with B. So, you know, anytime you work with a new engineer specifically, and we worked with a lot over the years, that's always an interesting relationship, because it's the person who will ultimately be responsible for, again, how you sound.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you can pay for somebody to come in, contract killer, you know, I mean, it's not like we don't pay, but you can pay people who ain't invested in you. Like it's contractual.
Right. Yeah.
That's all it is. It's contractual. They're not going to tell you, yo, I hear this, take this out. It's like, I'm going to push the button when you want me to start, when you want me to stop. But us being able to hear Worst Case through B's lens, Drugs lens, and our lens, that kind of was like, all right, we can make some dope music. Like, it's going to sound a certain way.
Yeah.
And then after that, the universe just lined up the producers. Again, shout out to Nazar. You know, even though, you know, we did Brita with Nazar, you know, so we didn't necessarily do it at Livewire.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's still just the relationships that we have with producers, the relationship that we have with other artists, the community, you know, so that we speak up at the end of the day, is what helped us build our catalog. And I definitely, like, Worst Case, Severance Pack, Willpower's a sleeper. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm heavy on the Willpower because it's so quick. But I would definitely invite anybody to like go back our last 8 to 10 albums and tell me if it's
Man, you got that many hours? You got that many albums?
No, we got that many.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do.
Yeah, but tell me if you could find a run stronger than that last 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Consistent growth. I dare say we rapping better, which is crazy.
And who else got an album with Top Dog Law?
Top Dog.
You know what I'm saying? Record that. Record that. You done had 10 shots.
I have nothing to do with Top Dog.
I know. I just got to roll with that. Just got to keep running.
I want to pause. I want to get closer to your mic.
Oh my God.
Pause. There's no relationship. He be having people believe that. Because I work in radio, people are very dumb.
I want to get closer to your mic.
Yes, I want this to be heard. He'll scream out that I did Top Dog Law, and people believe it. He posted it on Facebook one time. And it's like, yo, that's him? Fucking hear what I sound like, man. Top Dog Law. The man has a whole news piece on him in Charlotte. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, word up.
Yeah.
I'll be best with Kev because he do radio.
Yeah.
This your man, though.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. Man, that's funny, man. So what's next as far as with the rollout of this project? Any any events or anything coming up?
That is what's next, the rollout.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is part of it. We definitely, lining up just anything for promo, obviously. I ain't gonna say anything, but certain key visits for promo.
Yeah.
And definitely, shows kind of lining up in between. Album is basically finished. We got a couple of loose screws we got to tighten up, you know what I'm saying? But we should have that thing ready before Labor Day. And then working the album, that's the other thing. The work don't stop once the album is out.
That's the easy part. Recording the album is the easy part.
Yeah. So, again, the rollout, trying to make sure that we put that thing on the runway nicely, and then the lift off is nice, and then it's a good flight.
Yeah, all the way up.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's definitely a good way of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
A couple fast questions for y'all. Y'all can answer them all in one time.
I'm gonna let Jay answer all the fast questions.
Fast questions.
Yeah, he know how to.
All right.
Sure? Yeah.
You sure?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
I'm the most responsible here, bro.
Yeah,
most responsible.
We're about to see.
Put my time.
All right.
See, I got my hands. Good.
Favorite cuss word?
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Not mother.
A sound of noise that you love to hear.
Like central AC or fan.
Sound of noise that you hate to hear.
This nigga said, you just to let this go. He said,
What?
Central AC is a
Yeah, central. I love that.
That's his pleasure.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
That's my
First of all, okay.
Brown and inside. when
Nah,
you
hold on.
turn
Come on. I grew up in a small town in Warfield called Warfield, Virginia, right?
Okay.
I grew up in a small town in Warfield called
Virginia.
Yo, I grew up in a small town, right? And you know what I'm saying? I remember
Shout out to Warfield.
I remember summers, bro, where, and I live with my grandmother, so you already know, grandma's house is automatically gonna be like 25, 30 degrees hotter than other regular people's houses.
Just
right?
cause.
Yeah, just cause it's grandma, cause she always cooking and there's a lot of shit going on. So I've experienced some high level heat. You know what I'm saying? High level heat. And then, you know, I lived in the Bronx also with my pops, and you know, these places where he lived in the South Bronx, they ain't had no AC, bro. They ain't even had no, like, living on the 5th floor with no elevator. You feel me? Where you had to take 17 bags of groceries up the stairs, bro. So yeah, I like the sound of central AC, and I like the sound of a fan, bro. I like the sound of a fan.
Right. What about you, Bones? Sound of noise you love.
Cha-ching.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Sound of noise that I hate.
Yeah, sound of noise you hate.
Debit.
B Staples. Squeaky beady ass eyes working around the clock.
Yo, his eyes
telling me the drop store closed. Cause I be wanting the drop store open. This nigga won't say nothing. He be at the board. I just know that silence be like, yeah.
That's funny.
Beady
Man.
sneaky ass eyes not giving us no drops.
Yeah.
Like, open
That
the
is
drop.
funny.
This song don't need no drops.
Yeah.
Cartoon squeaky.
This song don't need no drops.
Yeah, that's funny as
No
hell,
drop.
bro.
That's hilarious.
That's
man.
funny.
Hey, what's a profession y'all both would not ever love to do?
Oh, damn, that's a good question. What profession I would not
Like,
I would never love to catch rabid animals. And it was that pest control? Motherfuckers who go in attics and get raccoons and shit like that, them rabbit.
or the birds out of the vents on the side of the house and shit.
Hey, but they make good money.
I'm sure they do. They also risk life and limb.
I paid somebody $500 to get a squirrel
Where was the squirrel?
up in a beam, like
Wow.
a big beam outside the house.
yeah.
She was driving me crazy because I thought it was rats in the damn wall. Cause you shit is echoing through the house. I'm putting my ear to the wall the whole time. 500.
Oh, they make a bang.
And all they did was put a ladder up there, put a trap up there, came back
Came back with the bits.
I said, these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the contractions. But fuck that.
Favorite cuss word.
I will never be that.
You said, so back to my fan, the AC reps, I don't want no job where I got to be outside in the heat.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have a job where I have to be out in the elements. I'd rather choose to be out in the elements.
I got you.
So them flag dudes and all that to be out there on the hot tar and shit, nah, that's not for me,
You
bro.
saying they've been replaced with machines.
Well, I would have fainted anyway.
You don't want to be one of these.
Nah, I don't want to be that.
One of these.
Yeah.
You like
What's a profession y'all would love to do? You would love to try.
I would love to see what it's like to be like a billionaire. Is that a profession?
Hell yeah, it's a profession.
Yeah, I want to see what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a profession I would like.
Bones?
I'm definitely going to be a pilot. Just so I can see the, view from the where I'm whipping the Jones.
I would not be on that flight, bro. I would not be on that flight. That nigga look and see damn what's going on down there.
Right. You gotta see it with.
I would not. Don't book me for that, bro.
Who flying this?
Boone's travel and not leisure, bro.
I'll be checking my rear.
Boone's travel and not leisure, bro.
Nah, well, just to do it. Just to do it. Yeah.
What about you, Kev?
Which one? Which question is?
Let's do the profession you would not like to do.
Oh, pouring asphalt,
Pouring asphalt.
Ooh, yeah.
man.
Okay.
roofing.
Or putting tarp on the
And
roof.
there's no disrespect to people who pour
Facts.
asphalt.
Yeah, nah.
Absolutely. No, it's just hot.
Yeah.
Hot on hot.
Yeah.
That's
Or handle animals and none of that shit. No disrespect.
Yeah. And when would you love? What would you love to do?
Make cookies.
No.
Yeah.
Delicious bites.
Honestly, running my own business of my own choice
Okay.
would be a profession that I would love to do.
Have you
Yeah.
ever loved making cookies?
At one point, until I did.
Did you know he used to make breakfast
Cookies
yeah,
was fire
so-
too,
yeah.
bro.
I did.
Them
Yeah.
shits was fire.
Yeah,
We was trying to get a rollout of the cookies with the album, the Thelonious
The
cakes.
Thelonious cakes.
That would have been
The
tough.
Thelonious pastries.
Hey, good try. It was a great
Yeah.
try. Great effort.
You say one doing it.
Nah, it was just crack.
Yeah.
And they were selling like, I'll never forget, I hit them. I meet it was like
I was selling.
he was selling dope,
Yeah.
bro. Like word up. It was like, yo, you gonna meet me over here off Horsepen Creek, yo? By the gas station.
Meet me behind the food
Yo,
line.
meet me by, I'm about to pull up, yo. I'm
I
about to
would
pull up.
pack up on a Friday and Saturday night, not be inside BG McGee's selling
Selling.
cookies while niggas is drinking beer and liquor, and it was killing me.
Yeah.
In the parking lot afterwards, I go to barber shops. I had them in restaurants. I went everywhere.
I was drinking White Russians in BG's. What was you drinking? What was your drink in BG's, bro?
Probably some type of cognac.
That's crazy. I was drinking White fucking Russians. yo.
PGs. Wow.
Fuck was wrong with me?
Man. That's
Yo, that shit's crazy,
Is
bro.
that-
Yeah, that's
Big
crazy.
shots to
man.
Black Flamingo in the building too. Big Pandemonium P. Pandemonium P in the building.
The brain trust.
The
So-
Brain Trust.
Yeah, so where do you see the evolution of North Carolina music going now? Since y'all been here, y'all been killing the game, y'all really seen a deep conscious evolution in the music around here because your footprint's in some of the beginnings of it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me try this. I think the creators are going to always create. It's all about if the gatekeepers will continue to gate. You feel me? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. The creators are going to always create. Will the gatekeepers continue to gate? Because there are certain individuals that I feel that are within our culture of NC music. And I'm not going to just say hip hop. I think NC
Yeah.
music in general, that there are certain people that have a certain agenda. And if you're not aligned with their agenda, you're not going to, I mean, I've heard several stories where a person may have been approached and asked about us, and they may have said something to the contrary because we don't fit their agenda.
Okay.
So I think if the gatekeepers loosen up and start opening the floodgates so people that because there's certain people outside of North Carolina, they ask certain people, hey, what you know about Kyron Scott? Or what you know about ILLPO? And some people may know you or they may not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it depends. It holds a lot of weight with a lot of people that are not from within North Carolina.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I remember when I was in Cali, I lived in Cali about 20 years ago for like a year. And I remember everywhere I went, they was like, where you from? I'm from North Carolina. They were like, oh shit, you know Petey Pablo. They thought North Carolina was like one big town.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, nah, y'all don't know fucking Petey Pablo, bro.
Right.
I know him, throw your hands with like a helicopter and shit, but I ain't never rode the helicopter with the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
But like, it's crazy because they thought North Carolina was just like one.
Country road.
Yeah, it's like one town and everybody knows everybody. And that shit bugged me out because it happened a few times. It
Yeah.
happened a few times when I was out there and that shit was crazy. But I think the creators are going to continue to create. And I think if it's more, like with Greensboro, I think there is unity, right?
Yeah.
In this triad thing. I think if it was more unity in North Carolina as a whole, I think we'll be able to tear down some walls, like my man Stack used to say.
Shout out to DJ Stack.
Yeah.
I think the community is, we were just talking about this yesterday again. When I went to go show some support to Nazar. He was on Don Savant's show.
Oh, okay.
He was just talking about community, talking about basically there being outlets, for the artists and just being able to mob up and support each other. I've seen B Stables, all week and damn near because, we at these different events, showing up. And that don't mean you can make everyone. I missed, y'all joined last week and you know what I'm saying? So it's not like but you show up where you can show up, you support how you can support. You see a lot of the same faces at the same events, but also again, the more outlets, because regardless of what happens here with the advent of the internet, none of us is boxed in. Now you got to start talking about building your social media community, because what your physical community looks like versus your social media community could also be different. And again, some of that can kind of cross over, some of that can be the same. But I'm appreciative of the outlets. I'm appreciative of NuMainstream having us. You know what I'm saying? Being able to come up here, talk about what we're getting ready to do, what the future look like. And be able to support y'all platform, have y'all support us. I think that's really what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? I think we kind of know who's going to show up, when they're going to show up, and how do we continue to expand beyond that? So, shout out again, Don Savant, Nazar yesterday. Shout out to Sans, we was up there Friday. We got to use the resources that we have. People need to big up this platform to continue to help y'all grow, and y'all can pour back into the community to help the community grow. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got to continue to work. That's what we here for, at least.
Yeah. It's all learning how to network and stuff. It's all about how can you get your story into different audiences. Right. Your audience is different, maybe different than mine. But we did Project 51 together. Right. A lot of cats. Oh, you were. Oh, yeah. We were.
And vice versa.
You know what I'm saying? So it's very. I mean, you see it, but I think a lot of times, often now, a lot of artists get frustrated because it doesn't happen as fast enough. And that's the growth. That's really the hustle to it all right there. It's the patience game.
Let me put something out there, because I've had that dialogue with a few people, because sometimes, all right, how can I say it? There is a certain level of people like, damn, why are they getting so much love, right?
Right.
Or why is everybody so interested in their album dropping? One of the things that they got to understand is we didn't just show up. We didn't just show up last month. You know what I'm saying? It's been a consistent, really hard 20-year run of building relationships, being consistent with dropping music, being the same guys. We the same dude, we the same dudes that we were, I might have been a little more ratchet 20 years ago. I had no kids. I had no, I was a little free, you know what I mean? That was really big nuts days, you know what I'm saying? Really. But I think overall, people have to understand that this is something that's been built.
And they said, we're the same, but, I'm a little different.
But I think people got to realize, like, we ain't never did no show where we done cussed the crowd out.
Right.
I've seen that. I've seen that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen that. But like, bro, like, you think they not coming to your next show. You feel me? You can't treat the people that support you like that. And I think overall, throughout the years, me and Bones have learned to reinvent ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even with us doing solo projects, us being a part of the collective Watts, us doing Audio Traffica, us working with individuals like Kev Chaos. It's been a constant evolution and a reinvention as we continue to kind of walk this path. Because we don't know what the end goal is. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to continue to walk this path. As long as these things keep being placed in front of us, we're going to, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of the opportunities as they come. You know what I mean? But I think people have to understand that this flag was planted a long time ago. There's been people that have been around for that entire journey, right? And there also have been people that have been here, been there in pockets, but they have all helped enhance the story. So I just wanted to throw that out there because it's super important. And you know what I'm saying? For y'all out there, nigga, be consistent. And stop cussing people out. That's all I got, bro.
I don't know what you said that was crazy. You think about it, from dirty art, up south music, we talk about reinvention and just these different eras that, we don't really think about because we kind of in it. But when you start pull away from it a little bit and kind of look, it's like, damn, we did go through this era or this iteration of us. So this, again, it started out with 5 of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we went through this iteration. And again, to be able to see it like...
Bulls using work words in this bitch, though. Iteration. This is my 13th iteration. This is volume 13.2. These are work words, bro.
It's good to see the growth, though. Again, it's definitely it's good to see that growth. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we continue to do that, because I'm gonna tell you, yo, it's some folks you gotta stop. You gotta like. I didn't think I was gonna be rapping this long. I don't know if he thought he was gonna be rapping this long, but I'm only rapping this long because I'm good at rapping.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm only rapping this long because I'm good at rapping. If I was not good at rapping, I would not be rapping.
That's
so sometimes you gotta have your community be able to be like, hey, bro.
Let it go.
And in a very polite way. And that don't mean don't do what you love and don't rap. You might not want to do it publicly no more. You know what I'm saying? You can do that shit at the crib. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to come out. And then, hell yeah, you can jump on that shit.
This is the whole thing. You have people that, and I done been to a lot of shows, been to your show. Love your energy.
Appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
They just need to sit down and enjoy what's coming. It's like sports. Just retire and commentate. Hey man, you know, they did a good job. You guys have kept that, I don't know how I want to put it, that flag going. You have pushed that flag. Cause you got to think, I met y'all doing worst case scenario.
That's crazy.
And I was like, yo, these niggas is dope. And they here. They here.
Right.
And I done went with the ride and I seen the ride. And now we with Top Dog Law here.
Top Dog Law.
That shit is so dope. I told him like 3 weeks ago, I was like, yo, kid, you're a genius.
Yeah.
Because the sound is different.
Yeah.
I heard them with different producers, and the sound is different. Not saying that the other producers, but it's just like, it's maturing.
Yeah.
It's like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes artists just need to relax, man. Just chill out. Go chill with the kids. And as B say, fuck them kids.
You gotta have them tough conversations.
Yeah.
Hey, come tell me when it's time, yo.
Right.
It ain't time because you're gonna have to tell me it's motherfucking time. But if you telling me it's time, we're gonna at least talk about it.
Right.
I'm gonna at least be like, really, word, let's listen to did this shit not sound as dope as I thought it sounded?
Right. Yeah.
Long as we said was like, yo, you spitting on this shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
That shit fire. You spit that shit fire.
B Staples be like, yo, man, I'm listening to this joint. Y'all niggas. Yeah, okay, we straight.
good.
We straight.
Yeah. Just follow it. Let's take a shot.
But also, but also B Staples owns the stadium, right? So he can't really control what teams play in this. Well, he comes in the stew, but he can't control how well or how good a particular team plays or not. So I don't know if he gives that same type of energy to all of his teams that play in his stadium. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what type of. Is there times where you I know you've said no, B. I've heard you say it to us. I've heard you say, yo, that's not it.
Right.
You know, I've heard you say that.
Just like I said to y'all, I said the other day.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I got a phrase.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah. Got him.
About it.
Surprise. So what?
That's his shit.
That's
too.
my phrase.
What is it?
How you feel about it?
That's never a good answer.
No,
That's
Some shit like that. It's like
Nah,
they already know the answer.
If your engineer,
He's like, yo,
your engineer telling you
shit.
that.
You come out
Erase
the
that
hype
shit,
and
yo.
shit.
Erase that.
He's like, if you good, he's like, if you good, I'm good. You good?
Erase that.
That's crazy.
How you feel about that? Yeah.
Comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some iterations.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard what I just heard.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. So, we talked about evolution. Outside of doing this art, what do y'all enjoy doing? Hobby-wise? Would you like to travel?
He don't do nothing but drink.
Yeah, beer snob.
He a business.
Beer style.
Nah, man. I do enjoy craft beer. I do. My family has a farm in VA,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm more and more involved with the kind of the goings-ons of the farm, and we have a couple products that we do sell off of the farm also, and we have events because my cousin and my uncle are tapping into the ag tourism space. So I try to help out as much as I can there. I got a wife and 2 kids, bro. That's a lot of energy and a lot of time within itself. You know what I'm saying? So that takes up a lot of my time. I am involved in, my local church. I try to help out as much as I possibly can in that space.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, man, I just you know, it's almost football season. So,
Oh, yes, sir.
like this interview wouldn't have happened in September on a Sunday at 2:00.
I feel you.
Because the Giants will be somewhere getting their asses kicked. And he want to see that.
First of all,
Uh-oh, here we go.
first of all, you half of me now. All right, y'all the most recent champions. Congratulations.
That's right. You bow.
That
bow
shit is
when you talk to me,
over.
nigga.
That shit is
You
over.
bow when you talk to me, nigga.
Saquon Barkley is MAGA. You know what I'm saying?
Say Sean.
Saquon Barkley is MAGA. You know what I'm saying? He
Kiss
due
the
for some.
rings, bitch.
He due for some freak accident type shit about to happen.
Bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Who your spot? The Steelers?
Steelers.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we all fuck with football. That's something we like to do in our
Yes.
spare time,
Yes.
clearly. You know what I'm
Sports
saying?
has always
I
been.
want to turn it too much to that.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
40.
and he got young kids, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And he need, like my kids got a kid, you know, she an adult, you know what I'm saying? I'm a grand, so my time look way different than his time.
Yeah.
you know
So
what
what's
I'm
your
saying?
time look like?
You know, I be chilling, working mostly,
Yeah.
trying to grind.
Yeah.
The other time is doing this. Outside of that is family, you know what I'm saying? Then I gotta get a little bit of time to shoot the shit with my niggas. That's about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my shorty. That's about it. I'm sorry.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Damn, give him some credit, man. Yeah, word up. Yeah, right.
What's up with you, Cav?
I don't be doing shit. My time look totally different because I'm not married.
Yeah.
I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I work. I make beats. In all honesty, the time is changing because they like to use the coin the phrase. They got me off the porch.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm actually doing something with my music.
You got a nice porch, though. Pause, go ahead.
I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit more outside. I'm a little bit more involved in trying to reintroduce myself into the hip hop community in the area and in the state, to be honest, because I was so involved with it for years, and I took a back seat and was just in my own little world. So I mean, but I enjoy tranquility.
Do you have any, Ted, let me ask you a question. Do you have any stories, or like a hip hop story that you've never had an opportunity to kind of share? You've been working in radio 30 years, right? Do you have anything you can give the people?
I mean, I have so many things.
Give the people something. Give me.
In what context?
I don't know. Maybe something that happened at T. I mean, you've been involved in concerts. No, okay. You want to tell them stuff? Okay, all right. Damn, that's the one I wanted.
I know. You be fishing, but you know what? I'm on the other bank. I'm fishing. I see you too.
Okay.
I see you too. So, I mean, no, I have plenty of interesting stories, but just overall, I've seen a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen the culture of the area change and go into many different directions. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Go ahead.
Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
What about the other one? You told us the other day, bro. Can you share?
Oh, with cannabis?
Yes, that shit is funny.
Oh, cannabis story.
I used to, once upon a time, I worked for the Lakers.
Yeah.
I used to do street work. Before social media, street teams were the social media. We put poster boards up in the record stores, we doing everything. So cannabis was here. And this is when I was working with Universal. And we had done a whole run. It might have been homecoming. We were sitting in IHOP, a bunch of us, and we are just talking. And I started explaining to him the back end of the stuff that we do. And was explaining to him all these poster boards, these CDs and these tapes and these records, and even this meal that we about to eat. That come out of your budget. And he didn't understand. He didn't know it. I didn't say he didn't understand because cannabis is very intelligent.
Yeah.
But his response was, "What?"
What the fuck? I know you fucking lying. He's like, I know you lying.
It's just so many things people don't know on the back end. And we talking about when did cannabis album come out?
97.
So these are the times of that. Like you didn't know the back ends. I knew the back ends because I was working in the back end.
I could see his face. Like, what?
Yeah. What? Very, very interesting stories. One day I'll write a memoir, but I probably won't.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let's go to it. Her song. Okay. All right. Let's go to it. Thelonious Papers is about to drop out. Let us know everything y'all got coming after this.
Are you saying felonious or Thelonious?
Thelonious.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I thought I was like, damn, this nigga trying to give us some Fs.
No,
That's how this whole shit got started.
Yeah, I know, with the word felonious.
Yeah.
It did actually start from that.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you for having us, bro.
Oh yes.
We got a date for him?
Yeah. What's the drop date?
We're anticipating the Bandcamp release August the 29th.
August 29th. Okay.
August the 29th.
And Bandcamp specifically, just so you know, because listen, we artists, we starving artists out here. You know what I'm saying? So we know once we hit the DSPs,
Yes, yeah.
your percentage reduces drastically. So a lot of times people, you know, I've seen people come sometimes like, well, why are you putting it out on Bandcamp? Because we trying to keep some revenue for the art, at least for the, you know, immediate release.
Right.
And then after that, we can give it to the world and y'all can do what y'all gonna do with it. But yeah, we're gonna definitely make sure that for the first week that you got to come, you know, specifically through us at Bandcamp, you know, whether it's, you know, set price donations, however we want to do it, you know.
Oh, no, it's going to be a set price.
$800.
Well,
Now, whatever the
there
price
was
is.
a lot of people last time on Wagyu asking, because we put Wagyu straight out on DSP.
Right.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people saying, how can I support?
Correct.
How can I do this? And I think we did put it on Bandcamp afterwards.
After the fact.
Mhm.
But it's not the same effect. So we
No.
want to give a chance to people that say they really want to support to go support.
Give you an opportunity.
And then we'll drop it on DSP so everybody, because we know everybody's not going to support. You know?
Correct.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
supporting the way that they can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
You know what I
grateful
mean?
for all that, whatever it look like.
Yeah.
So we're going to serve up all options.
Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all got 2 weeks.
Or B Staples can send them an email directly
Here you go.
for $39.46
They
of
get
the
it back?
zip of
Get it
the
back?
album. Yeah. $40. Might as well make it an even 40.
It's a good plan.
You ready, B?
Big Staples over there
Go
looking
get
like-
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the legendary ILLPO and Cave Chaos in the building. I'll give it up for them one time.
Appreciate you for having us, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
give it
yeah.
up. Let's give it up for Kyrie.
Yeah. So this has been NuMainstream Talks. Make sure y'all download the app. NU, like the Nubian Queens you are. Shout out to ILLPO again.
I thought he called y'all Nubian Queens.
You know, for a second there.
He did.
I said the Kings first, but y'all brothers are Kings.
Hey, I'm glad I ain't sitting in them two chairs. Mic'd up Nubian Queens. That's gonna be the next album. In Cubes.
I ain't even got nothing. I'm going to say no.
Well,
I'm fishing.
he fishing. He fishing.
I'm fishing.
He ready to work. He ready to work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us, brother. Again.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Thank y'all so much. You know, make sure y'all download the app. This has been NuMainstream Talks.
Kyrie just called us a bunch of bitches. Yo, word up.
He called y'all respectful niggas.
Yo,
I did.
yo, thank y'all a bunch of bitches coming over here.
Need the money on the table, nigga. Nah.
Y'all got incense and oil.
Yo, word up.
Respectful bitches.
Yo.
Jesus.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo.
This is what happened. This is what happened when you get a bunch of brothers together,
Yeah,
man.
facts.
This is when we all cool. We all show love. This is what happens.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all got top dog low. I got Nubian Queens. Brand Nubian from now on.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. Well, this is NuMainstream Talk, y'all. Peace out. We see y'all around.
Peace.
Oh, God.
Man.
One for all.